Action! Action! Action!
One time.
Welcome back to LaniBunny and Daddi-o, the TV show. Today, we will be talking about my retirement account. How to make it, how to put money in it, and what it's used for. Boring! And we have a special guest with us, Alicia! Oh,
Yes, we have a special guest, Leisure, with us. But we wanted to create this video to help parents set up accounts for their children to help them out in the long run, whether it's to purchase a home or just to build a savings account while investing. That's the whole purpose of this retirement account. So we're going to talk about some of LaniBunni's favorite stocks, what she does in my job, in my business specifically. So you mind telling the people some of the things that you do inside my business that gets you paid?
Oh, sorry.
So I do have a rental car business with Turo, and through that she gets paid for vacuuming the cars, cleaning the cars, shredding the papers, dusting the office. A lot of stuff that she's not too happy about, but I'm trying to get her started young to set up this retirement account.
What about me?
You'll get one soon enough. But with that being said, we'll get right into the video. So I'll start sharing my laptop screen now. Alright, so here we are. First and foremost, I want to say I am not a certified personal accountant, nor am I a financial advisor. This is just to show what we do as a family and how we plan on getting LaniBunny situated. For the type of retirement account we have Leilani set up on is a Custodial IRA. I think E-Trade calls it a Roth IRA for minors. And we chose to go with Roth IRA instead of a traditional so it'll meet our goals. So what is a custodial Roth IRA? It's an account typically held by a parent for a minor. Once she becomes 18 or in some states 21, these funds will be available for her to use. So as she gets older, there are some penalty-free withdrawals that she can do, like qualified expenses such as medical bills. She can use it for college tuition, down payment on a home, or just solely for retirement, whatever she may need it for. This can help her in the long run. So I wanted to compare this with a high yield savings account. As you can see, a high yield savings account would probably get you around 3% as an annual percentage yield, compared to a Roth IRA or an account that you invest in. It's not as high. So what is the average rate of a Roth IRA? As you can see here, a Roth IRA is a smart way to grow your savings for the future. These investment accounts offer tax-free benefits, which we'll talk about a little bit more here in the future, or in a little bit here. Of course, any rate of return, any return you see on a Roth account depends on the investments, but historically speaking, and the averages seem to be around 7 to 10%, which is more than double that of the high yield savings account. As of 2023 and the making of this video, the contribution limits have been increased to $6,500. So yes, per year, with what she makes, the max amount she can put into her Roth IRA is $6,500. So against the high yield savings where you can just continue to deposit, there is a limit on this account. So a Roth IRA versus a traditional IRA. Again, I am not a financial advisor, and these are solely the choices we chose to make with LaniBunny and how we want to grow her account. With the Roth IRA, you contribute after tax dollars, which means it gets taxed first, and then once it's time to draw from the account, if she meets all requirements to withdraw, there are no taxes after the fact. So your money grows tax-free, and you can generally make tax and penalty-free withdrawals after 59 and a half years old. Versus a traditional IRA, with these you contribute pre-tax dollars. So before it even hits your account, it goes straight to the IRA account, and you get taxed. Your taxes are deferred until you make the withdrawals. So the reason we chose to go this route for her is to prevent her having to pay taxes at the end of her times, or when she's ready to just relax and retire and have something to draw from. She won't have to worry about the taxes. How much can I pay my child to work for my business? Again, like we said earlier, I do have a rental fleet business, Turo, and LaniBunny here. She helps me vacuum. She'll vacuum out the car. She'll shred the papers in my office. She'll dust my office. Pretty much anything that I need her for, she's there to do so. And as she gets older, these responsibilities will increase. So currently, as it sits, for vacuuming out my cars, getting them ready for the next renters, and just doing little pre-out inspections and everything like that, the shredding of the papers, we pay her approximately $100 a week. So if she skips a week, or she's like, I don't feel like doing anything, we do limit it, but she's typically on top of it. Even though she likes to call it boring, she does like to see her account grow. So as it says here, as long as they're doing legitimate work for your business, you can hire your child tax-free and pay each of them up to $12,000 a year. With that being said, you can't just pay your kids for cleaning their room, doing their bed. Like, they need to be doing actual work. So it's easier if you have a family business, or in my case, I have cars on Turo that I rent out, so my LLC is what pays her actually. So that's one way to kind of stay away from getting in trouble with the IRS that we've seen. Again, you need to consult with your personal advisors, financial advisors, to make sure you're covered. So of course, nobody wants to wait until they're 60 years old in the event as she's getting older, or she doesn't want to rely on us. Some of the things that she can use to pull from this account are unreimbursed medical expenses. And please keep in mind, at the end of the video and in the description, there will be links to all these references that I'm using. With that, health insurance premiums while unemployed. You lost your job, she loses her job or anything like that, you receive unemployment compensation for 12 consecutive weeks. Her Roth IRA can help her. If anything, happens to her, a permanent disability, she will be able to draw from this account without the 10% penalty that comes with it. Higher education. So there are some qualified higher education expenses that can help her, like college tuition for her spouse, or her children when she may have them, without the 10% penalty again. And so the list goes on. As you can see here, there are quite a few things that you can do to draw from this account if you need to earlier than expected. All right, this is LaniBunni's retirement account, and as I told you earlier, in E-Trade is considered a Roth IRA for minors. Again, it's the exact same thing as a custodial Roth IRA, for minors, or whatever the case may be. As you can see, we try to keep it honed in on things that she does know about. Meta, she likes Facebook. She has an Oculus, and so we talk about companies and businesses that she interacts with on most days. Our current properties were mortgaged through UWMC. So again, we really try to just make her learn the basics. It's not about her being this big shot investor at the moment. It's more so about learning how to handle your cash. Amazon, we all order from Amazon, and of course, who doesn't love Disney? So LaniBunny, outside from the ones that you already own, do you have any companies that you're interested in buying? Starbucks, of course. Every time her and her mother goes to Target, they want to go, can I have a Starbucks? Can I have a Starbucks? Can I have a Starbucks? As we start to contribute more, and part in this account, with these gains, we recently transferred the account over from Charles Schwab to E-Trade. There was nothing wrong with Charles Schwab. We just had some miscommunication errors, and the account ended up getting transferred anyway. So these contributions are slightly off, as you can see here. But as of 2023, we've contributed $300. And so by the end of the year, it should be $5,200, and whatever it grows to, we're excited to see. Now, I took the time to do this calculation here, just for the sake of LaniBunny understanding how her cash could grow. And so the current balance was around $1,400 at the time of doing this, as she recently got another deposit. Annual return on investment. Again, it said 7 to 10%. I did have it set on the high side, but we'll bring that down to, we'll say 8.5%. Her current age is 10. Her retirement age is, we'll say 65, but she can draw, let's say she wants to draw immediately, so we'll put it at 60. And we'll leave inflation around 6.5 and a marginal tax rate. Luckily for us, at this point, with getting paid through my LLC, she isn't receiving she isn't paying any taxes up to $12,000, I believe it is. Don't quote me on that. Seek your professionals for that one, please. And so here we have it. The results. If we continue to deposit $100, which is not the maximum she can deposit, by the way, for the next 50 years, her Roth IRA would be $3,636,000. Again, we want her to continue to contribute as much as she can. So 65 was that sweet spot to where we saw the best return. Also, let's say at 16 she actually gets a job and wants to continue on this path, doing a little bit more than 100 a week. 52 weeks is how we got to 5,200. Let's say she's like, all right, I'm excited now, Dad. I want to start maxing this thing out. This is where we'll be. 8.5 annual return. She'll make $6.8 million by the time she retires. Again, these inflation rates, they do fluctuate and everything like that. So these numbers, depending on the climate and the way the investments go, we know that the annual return could be 10%. We know it can go to 7%. It all depends on what we continue to buy as we do grow her account. And so this comparison over here is regular taxable savings. So let's say we just kept throwing all of her cash essentially into a savings account. This is our outcome. So she'll have more than double that if she chooses to continue with the Roth IRA and do that outside of the savings account. And please don't get us misunderstood. We do contribute to a high yield savings account, but that is just dry powder in the event of an emergency or anything comes up like that we're uncertain about, because we, by any means, we want to prevent her from having a draw or getting into the habit of having a draw from her Roth IRA. Now, to avoid any penalties, we really are aiming for her to save this until she needs it or wants it. So by the time she retires, she doesn't have to worry about working. She doesn't have to worry about doing anything. She can buy her house and go from there. So here comes the big question, the how. How do you open up a Roth IRA account? So like I said, we did initially start with Charles Schwab. There was nothing wrong with them. We absolutely loved them. Just a miscommunication between the two parties and the account got transferred. E-Trade, if you just do a quick Google search of Custodial Roth IRA, this will show you how to open them. Fidelity, Charles Schwab, E-Trade, TD Ameritrade, most average brokerages do allow for custodial Roth IRAs or traditional, whichever way you choose. So here are some of the kickers that I wanted to go over with you guys. Can I pay them for jobs around the house? And this is what I talked about, and I just wanted to go back over this a little bit more. So since I'm prior military, I do refer to Military Wallet, as these guys do have a lot of free information. It's really borderline to justify you paying your child as earned income for cleaning their room, because this is not a taxable job or duty. You're paying a family member to do what they're supposed to do, and it becomes a fine line. So if there's not a family business or a family side hustle, like maybe you DoorDash, maybe you Uber, and you're like, all right, hey, you guys get out here, go clean the car before mom and I get out here and get to Uber in these vehicles. You can pay your children to do that. You can pay them to maintain the cars depending on their ages and stuff like that. Maybe you have produce that you sell. Like, all right, you kids go get the produce ready and prep this stuff, but you want to make sure you annotate what you're paying them, why you're paying them, just to prevent any surprises from the IRS. Again, it was just to beat it home as much as we could to say that she cannot get paid from household chores. She has to do legitimate work in my business for my business to pay her out. Just an event that we don't want. We don't want anyone coming for her or our funds. So we just wanted to show you what a custodial Roth IRA is, what her retirement account is, how we fund that account, just to make sure she's growing it, and the things that she can use it for leading up to her retirement in the event that she needs it. We showed the difference between the traditional and the Roth IRA and why we chose the Roth over the traditional. We also talked about how much can we pay our children if you have businesses? And that is the biggest thing that I want to hit home on. If you do not have a business, that please consult with your professionals, your financial advisor, your certified public accountant, or your private accountant, or whoever you may have. I can't reiterate enough how important it is to make sure that your child is getting earned income, whether it be through a family business or your personal LLC that you use for your side hustles, your side gigs, but it has to come from a business. It has to be earned income. It cannot be from chores. It cannot be for cleaning the house. It cannot. Maybe she's mowing yards in the neighborhood. Maybe he or she is mowing yards in the neighborhood. That is earned income. Maybe you set up a lemonade stand and you put it in front of Walmart and you guys earn some cash for selling lemonade. These are ways that they can get this cash and get it into a retirement account early, while you still don't have to worry about the whole tax implication, especially if it's your business. As you can see, we can pay her up to $12,000 per year tax-free. And as for Alasia, she's going to come in soon enough. I'll have her out there shining the rims on all the vehicles. With that being said, we look forward to showing you as we grow this account. I would say once a month we will share this account to show you how it's growing and our weekly contributions as we save to try to get us some dry powder. Are there any stocks that you're looking to invest in soon? Netflix, or do you want Apple next? What are the next companies that you want to look into getting soon?
Starbucks, Apple.
So Starbucks and Apple will be on there. So with her liking those two, we'll more than likely break down the financials and go over that. And I know it's still boring to her, but to have her sitting next to me just to learn this and to help me provide for her future, I am grateful that she's here with me. So there you have it. There's our first retirement account video for LaniBunni's account. We look forward to showing you guys as we grow that month over month to see what we can do. We're going to get some Apple. We're going to get some Starbucks. And we're also going to get us some dividend stocks, which I will break down in the next video. Was it fun?
No.
What was wrong?
It was very boring.
Either way, she'll be financially free. We hope to see you guys next time. Like and subscribe.